and gentlemen, and theys and thems, welcome to Lads of Dubai. And today, oh, spit just came out of my mouth. My bad.
I felt that. I felt that.
But you know what is amazing? I am a feminist. Are you a feminist?
We all are.
Are you a feminist?
Of course, we all are.
And so today, you might have seen a couple of episodes, it was just men, but we have our first female entrepreneur on our show, and she's a sister to me. Like, I love her to pieces. And this is Grace.
No shade, but it's about time you had a woman.
You know, the only reason why he said she's a sister to me is because he doesn't want you to throw shades at him.
Okay.
No.
He's getting ready.
I'm joking. We're preparing you. This episode, you're done for. Just letting you know.
Okay, let's see about that, Isan.
Oh, okay.
So Grace, can you tell us about the many companies that you run?
Okay.
And not just in the UAE, right? You are international, you worldwide. You a boss.
That's right. Thank you, Alan. It's really a pleasure to be here with you guys, and I'm so excited that I'm the first lady, woman, female, she that you've had on the show. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Pleasure was.
My journey to, I've always known since I was probably about 10 that I would work for myself. I just didn't know how at that time.
Wow, 10?
10. Because both my grandmothers were entrepreneurs. They worked for themselves, but on a very small scale. Like one was, she used to make wedding dresses, and my other grandmother was also an entrepreneur. So I always saw like women around me working for themselves. So I always knew that would be my end goal. So I started initially, working for in a corporate environment, and slowly started one company, then a second and a third. So we've run a gamut from beauty to engineering. That's kind of, and everything in between.
So how many companies do you have right now then?
5.
Okay, can we go through each one?
One is fire safety.
Okay.
Another is a beauty company. I have a trading company as well. Work with medical tourism and consultancy.
Oh, wow.
Business advisory consultancy.
The diversity of that stuff.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Wearing different hats.
Did you ever see like a link to like all business you do? Do you see a link that they can tie to one together?
I think the link is they are all interests. They're all things that I'm interested in. I'm passionate about. I think you can have a business that you're not passionate about, but when you have issues in the business, you will end up not doing it. So that's why it's easier to be involved in businesses that you are passionate about.
Exactly.
So,
I think that's what. If you manage to do 5, like that's incredible. So you have 5 different passions, in my opinion. Like you have probably more that you want to do.
I'm a Gemini. I have like 60 business ideas.
It's just like every day getting.
It's only that I'm one person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think really with correct planning, pretty much anything can be a viable business. But you just have to plan. But of course, you cannot do hundreds of things. So ideally, you set a company up, and then you get it to a point where you then have someone managing it, running it, and then you can move on to another business venture. I'm not actively at the helm of each and every one of them, if you understand what I mean.
Exactly. You built it up to where it should be.
Yeah, and
you
then
went through A to Z, and now you know how to go next.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
if from all that, it's for one person to open one company is so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
What inspires you? What is the push that says, okay, I'm going to do this one first, manage to get to the next one, and the next and the next one?
Yeah.
Like, what pushes you to like create that?
I think I tend to be someone who, once I start something, I want to finish it.
Okay.
And I don't really rely on too many people initially. Because when you have a business idea, initially everybody will tell you it's never going to work. And if you focus on that, because there's a lot of
There's so many people.
people.
So many people saying that it's not going to work.
It's always for you.
But they're wrong. They are wrong. Believe in yourself.
You and your new.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. I mean, and he's making a joke out of it, but 100%.
No, I'm for real.
He's the joke.
I'm for real.
For real, he's the joke.
Exactly. That's just how he is on this show, just loud and shouting at the audience. That's all the audience get from Alan.
Believe in yourself. Listen to Alan.
Believe.
Half listen to him, but not listen at the
What was
same
the
time.
word the other day? His word was?
Who cares? Let's go back to Grace.
Okay, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. You and your dead pigeon.
How many more minutes?
We have plenty of time for that later.
So are we on the right train of thought? Where were we there?
We were saying, well,
Believe in
don't-
yourself
believe
for
in
your-
yourself
sorry, the companies.
and focus, because sometimes reasons why people's business ideas don't get done is they're seeking too many opinions.
Yeah.
They are waiting for everything to be in order. Sometimes it's not about having a ton of money. You know, you can start initially, especially when it's things to do with your brain, you know, like things like that. You can start with an office, and now everybody with COVID has kind of caught up to the idea that you can actually be in your house and generate an income.
You can be way more efficient.
as opposed to where you felt you had to go somewhere. which
Exactly.
You don't really have to do that much anymore.
I really respect that. I fully see that. But in terms of creativity and ideas, you need that space alone. And with Zoom calls and stuff, now you have a community where you can
Yeah.
literally go have a meeting in your bedroom with your other people around you. Instead of spending your time going to your office and stuff, like an hour, 2 hours and
Yes.
stuff, you restrict
You can
that
be
time.
more
productive.
productive.
Exactly.
And the
Though
efficiency
I still
of the
believe
company.
there is still a space for meeting people.
Yes.
Exactly.
But at the same time, going back to what
Efficiency.
drives you to do businesses is,
Ultimately.
I guess also for me, a lot of it is about also being successful. I don't want to be like broke, so
I don't either.
so
I don't think anyone does.
I push myself. Yeah, you push yourself. Yeah, really, that's a big thing.
So you managed to start from one business to now 5 businesses. What do you suggest for people to do? For example, right now, like, okay, I want to start a company and I'm really doing well in it, but you know, like I want to give up because I haven't reached to that part of success. And it's been
Okay.
like 5 or 10 years I've been working on
Yeah.
a project. Should I move on, or what should you do? Like for the people, like out
Okay,
there who
so-
wanna understand.
My business advisory company, this is a part of what we focus on.
So you have a business for this.
Business advisory. So
What's it called?
it's the one that you worked with
Okay.
recently. LMG Management.
Okay.
So with LMG, we help people from starting businesses as well as if you have existing businesses. And this is what it is. So everybody's business is like a baby. You never say, oh, my baby is ugly, or my baby, you know, we get sensitive when people criticize things that we do that are close to us, and that comes to our businesses. So it's very important when you have a business, even if it's a developed business, is to have an outsider who knows what running a business is about
okay.
to look at it. And they may tell you, you're doing this, but it's not working. Why aren't you doing more of this?
Focus
Which
on this.
which would work, but maybe you're not thinking about it because your focus is, I'm going to do this, you know?
So you have to spend your focus on something good with the energy and try to
Yes,
see if that works.
exactly.
In
but
order
If
to
you-
make
if-
money.
if you-
In
if-
order to make money.
Yeah, exactly. If you guys need any if you need a consultation with an with LMG consultation, hit up Grace. She can help you with the
Thank
business out
you.
as well.
So the next question I have is, you recently moved to the UAE.
About 4 years ago, yeah.
And I find it extremely impressive, the amount of things that you've accomplished. There are 2 questions. My first question is, how many companies did you have before coming into the country?
3.
So how was that transition from working previously, elsewhere internationally,
Okay.
to moving to the UAE? Is there any insight you can give on the difference of the way business works?
I think so this is a very global market because if you can have a business that's successful in Dubai, I think you can run a business anywhere. The reason I say this is because of the diversity of the population. So one of the businesses is retail. So you're selling things. And how you would sell things to, you know, this group of people versus that group of people, you have a mix of them in Dubai. But when you go to, let's say I'm selling a product in, let's say, Japan, my population segment is pretty much all the same. You know what I mean? But Dubai is very mixed, so you have to know how to market to this group of people, this age of people, this class of people, selling one product. So it's a good testing ground,
Okay.
you know? And also, I think what's also good about Dubai is the way the workforce works here. So everybody here is pretty much here working, right? So, and your stay here is tied to either an investment or work. So how people work for people is different here. work with a little bit more maybe passion or interest, because it's tied to you staying here. You can't just, kind of just do whatever you want and just, so that's also an added bonus.
Okay, the second question I had is,
Do you have a third as well?
no, I just had 2 questions and now you're ruining my train of thought and it's not cool. But anyway, the second question is, you've accomplished so much here in the UAE for the 4 years, and you surprised me because I always go online, see you on social, and then you're doing a talk with the government, and then all of a sudden you're winning an award for this, or you wrote a book here. Can you do a timeline of all of your achievements for us right now so you can show it off? Because it's impressive.
Thank you. I think I'm not going to do the timeline, but I think.
So modest of you.
What?
So modest of you.
It's good to be modest. It's good to, you should know what your value is, but at the same time, you need to show it when you need to show it.
Okay.
I think for me, I didn't, it wasn't deliberate to say I'm going to do this and do this. When an opportunity comes, which I believe in it, or I think is viable, I think will benefit my career and what I'm doing, I go for it. So it's more about seeking opportunities and just being open to things that come your way. And once that happens, and doing good work, that's the other thing.
So what was that last thing you did
can't fake it
then?
all the time,
What was the last thing you were doing?
I was asked to speak about investing in Africa on a panel for an Indian business forum.
Oh, wow.
So right now, Africa is the place to be as far as investing. And that's actually my key strength, is the African market, helping people invest in Africa.
That's a big market.
So there was a panel discussion on the barriers, how to invest in Africa, what to do, which way, and so we spoke on that. It was actually really good. People were quite engaged.
And you won Best Entrepreneur for the Black Excellence Awards.
Yes, I did.
Congratulations.
And you also won media.
Yes, this is what's happened since.
You realize how no one clapped for you. Right? You all clapped for you.
But no, but there's people out there that did clap for me.
As soon as she said you,
Not even she clapped
I
for
stopped
you.
clapping for her because she said Alan. I was like,
Exactly. Okay, I'm not clapping anymore. Thank you, guys.
And then you won another award after that.
For an NGO. So I have an NGO. I'm a founder of an NGO.
So what's an NGO?
A non-governmental organization.
Okay.
So you're supposed to not make money, which
Okay.
is the key element of an NGO. You're actually doing philanthropy. So it's an NGO called Imofra Africa, and its focus is helping children and families affected by pediatric cancer.
Oh, wow.
So it's a cause very, very dear to me because I had a family member who had cancer, and I realized how much money it takes. And then I thought about people who didn't have money and facilities and resources, and especially children, and this is where this NGO comes from. So we support their cancer treatment, and usually cancer treatment is over years, not just a one-time thing. So we support their cancer treatment over years. And our goal and our hope is to get some funding so we can build a pediatric cancer research center in West Africa. That's our big goal. Yeah.
Hopefully. Why
Love
not?
it.
So where do you find time to wind down? You have 5 businesses, and then you have a social life, and then you're doing all these other things as well. So when do you have time to relax, and what do you do if you don't
Time
mind?
management.
If you don't mind sharing.
You're just like, tell me. Okay.
Why do I feel like you're in a James Bond movie?
He's the villain.
I swear.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a villain in Hollywood movies.
Really?
Hollywood.
It's not your
Hire
turn
me?
now. It's Grace.
You can
Like,
Just
do,
joking.
4 or 5 episodes ago, you were like, Hollywood? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
right.
Netflix. Now
Well,
it's back to Hollywood.
That's only if they revive themselves. But
Hollywood,
Netflix,
hire me now.
Netflix, no,
Bollywood
Netflix.
is also there.
Oh yeah, Bollywood.
And
Hollywood.
Nollywood,
I want.
and Nollywood,
Yeah, I want to be in
Nigerian
both. I want to be in Bollywood. I've always wanted to be a
Not
Bollywood
with
star.
the 3-piece chest hair that you have going on.
That was really mean.
No, it wasn't. No, it
That's
wasn't.
very mean.
That's
It wasn't
funny. To be
at
honest,
all.
that's funny. Carrying on.
Carrying on. But let's get back to some business. The question.
The time management. How do you
The
manage
timeline.
it?
How do you manage your time?
management. I'm very, very conscious of how I manage my time. And so this is why I don't have time for people who will waste my time. And I know it sounds really mean, but if I'm very picky about how I spend my time because the time is so valuable. And when I work, I'm working. When I'm enjoying my time, I'm enjoying my time. Don't get me wrong, there are times where I'm super burned out and I try to gauge that and then maybe take like a couple weeks off to rest and relax and stuff like that. But overall, you have to really manage, like for instance, today, it's already like I think almost 6 o'clock or something like that. Do you feel like today went by super fast? No? Or yes?
It went fast for me.
It went by super fast. And every day is like that. And I think as you get older, the time just feels like there's not enough. So if you're wasting time, you know, just kind of messing around. So a little tip I have, this is for the audience for time. So try to break down your tasks into, so if you, let's say you have a big project, I want to start this business. It's too big and too overwhelming for a lot of people. So you break it down into bits. So you can say, in the month of February, I need to register a company. And then you further break it down into weeks and say, okay, this week I'm gonna think of a name. Next week, I'm going to go to DED and do the registration. This week, I will do the website. You know what I mean? So you really have to break it down, and then so that each time you do accomplish something, you feel like you've done something, as opposed to giving yourself this huge task, which may take a year to do to start a business, but in between, you're hitting a lot of different goals.
That's also, it shows your achievements as well.
Exactly.
So what's the biggest achievement you've got and the reaction you've done? Like, because it's, for example, if you manage to become so successful in one business, you focus on creating another one. A lot of people just get comfortable. Okay, I'm happy.
Yeah.
What pushes you not to be comfortable in terms of, okay, you have these 5 businesses, because you want to do more.
Yeah.
So what's not stopping you being comfortable, basically?
I like working, actually. I'm someone who enjoys working.
Me
so
too.
I don't feel like especially because I'm also doing things I love. So I'm not dragging myself out of bed. And I mean, I've done that in the past, don't get me wrong. There have been times where you're kind of just working just to make money and just going through the motions. But when you're doing things that you enjoy, things that you like, and creating a lifestyle that you are proud of, you're not dragging yourself, you're excited. I do want to get to a point where you're just kind of working for working's sake and not working to like pay bills. I'm not there yet, but that's a goal.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully, why not?
Yeah.
With all the businesses that you've done and successful businesses and the ideas that I'm pretty sure you have for more business coming up, hopefully one day we can all reach to that stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So both of you own a lot of companies. Is there any similarities like that you feel from everything that you've been hearing?
What's interesting was her point that her businesses are not alike. And it's just the interest that she had for these different businesses. But for me, my idea was always, yes, I do have this business. I need to start something that is close to what I'm doing. Because it's my expertise that I have in this business that, okay, from this I could do that and I could do this. I don't know, I mentioned to you guys, I recently thought of opening up a garage. But now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, it's nothing got to do with the fields that I'm already in. So for me to enter that field, it's a completely different market, completely different background and all. So I'm second guessing myself. Shall I do it? Shall I not?
But with this conversation now.
Exactly.
I think you could do it. Only thing is, make sure that you have a support in that business who does know what they're doing.
Exactly. You have
And
to
then
have
you start it, because you can think about all the people who are having multiple business. Does Richard, what's his name? Richard Bronson?
Richard Bronson for Atlantic?
Is he a pilot? No. But he has an airline.
Richard Branson?
Yeah, Richard Branson.
Yeah, that's it.
Branson?
He's not a pilot, but he owns an airline.
Exactly.
Do you see what I'm trying to? Virgin. He's not a musician, but he is Virgin. So it's about making sure you have a good business person will
Someone
make sure
to
they have
be
the
with,
right
exactly.
person at the helm, and I will admit I can't do it. The people who try to do and say, okay, I'm going to start a garage and I'm going to be the person that, knowing very well that they cannot fix a car, is
you
the person.
need the right team.
Exactly. It's about having the right team.
Exactly. Like today I was talking to you about today. Like my English is not the very best.
Yeah, we know.
Like, thank you, Ellen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You can use his jacket to learn English. The newspaper he's wearing.
Learn something new from my shoulder.
News in today, Alan just got rejected by
By what? By who?
The conversations are done. Let me speak. Now you lost my train of thought.
Perfect.
Wow.
Perfect. Great.
Wow,
So the
you
question-
can't do that. You can't do that.
I just stole a question. So
It's not a game.
the question, okay, the question I have, I'm not a mansplaining anything, not a mansplaining, but I want to ask, as a female in the work industry and in the corporate world, is there any tips you want to give to the lads of Dubai or lads of the whole world that you should give as
Lads
a
is boy.
yeah, men? I meant the men of the world. Is what I was trying to be cheeky.
Oh
but
no, I
that
thought you
didn't
wanted me to give a tip to the women because you said as
No,
a woman.
no tip as a woman. You
Okay.
giving tips to the men
Okay.
of the corporate space. Is there anything that you would like to say?
I
or call out?
I'm often find, and as in here, I'm often one of the only women in a space, especially in a corporate space. And I think that it's not really any advice I would give to the men. I would like to shift and give the advice to the ladies.
Okay.
So with the women in these spaces, I think make sure that you form alliances. It's very important. And also try to bring more people into these spaces as opposed to just always being the only person there. Like try to find a way. So I love mentoring like women who are smart and dynamic and expose them to different things and different opportunities. But I think being in the corporate world, I think often there is also a lot of sexual harassment, but in a non-open way. And it's in things like, if I had $1 for every time someone says something like, yes, dear, in like an email correspondence or telephone or WhatsApp, and we're discussing something business, a lot of men don't realize that that's very demeaning to a woman professional because you're not my boyfriend. We're not dating. There's no need for that. But you know, the automatic use of that phrase because the person is a woman, a lot of men don't even realize that that's not a good thing. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't use that because I speak proper English.
They
You
think
just
they're
roasting me the whole
Are
time.
you going to say that him
Talking
again?
about corporate.
speaking the proper English.
You want to speak corporate, get out. Like,
You didn't realize when Grace said ugly babies, the first thing Alan did was looked at you, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. Why are you this nonchalantly throwing
know
So
what?
hold on. Do you remember your question now?
I don't want to answer you. I remember the question.
What's your question?
My question, not my question. My thing was because I was talking about like how also me as an individual I can't speak really well English or I can't write English properly, but again I run a company which I have news articles that go out
Yes.
every day.
Yeah.
You have to hire good
The
people in
competent
your
people,
team.
yeah.
But if you have a concept in your head and you know it's going to work and you know how to structure it, thank you, Alan. You will be successful. So you don't need to be the best at, for example, writing.
Yes.
If you're good at creating a concept,
Yes.
you can hire the best writer.
Yes.
for your
Eventually, I'd love to have a restaurant. It's always been something that I've had. Like, I'd love to get into the food industry. Am I a professional cook? No. Am I a chef? No. But I have a concept in my
Yeah,
head
exactly.
that I feel
Exactly.
would be nice because I go to restaurants and I know what I like when I go there. So it's something that I would love to do. But so to touch on that, I really don't think that you have to always delve into something that you know. I think you have to enjoy it. So if you're someone who likes cars,
Oh, he loves his car.
then you're in the. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I agree everything that you say with, but at the same time I disagree.
But
Okay.
Yeah, I've experienced this, and I've experienced what you say. We're in a country, like you said, a lot of us work. Not a lot of us, like the most people that are here, they work and they work hard because they cannot just stay
Just hang
around.
out, yeah.
Exactly. That's one. Two, UAE is a very easy country for people to start up their own business and everything. I've experienced exactly what you say. When you say you bring in the right person to do this, I've experienced that. You bring in the right person. After 1 year, 1 year
That's
and a
the
half,
risk, yeah.
1 year, 1 year and a half, they learn the whole market, they learn everything,
And then they start
make
doing
their
it.
own clientele base. It is because, let's say it's a garage. I am not there to see that person because I do understand. Who's going to greet that person? The person who I bring. He's going to make the clientele base. He's going to have everything. He's going to go and open a shop right next to me with stealing. I've had this thing.
I've had it happen to me as well.
I've had this
but
happen.
not everyone's like that.
We've
No,
had
I
that
understand,
happen.
I
Yeah.
understand, but
It's a
Alan,
risk. It's a risk.
It's something that
Is that a risk? Are you willing to take for this?
It's something that you see it happen a lot in the UAE. A lot. When I say a lot, it's happened a lot.
It happens to
in
me.
But is that
Fujairah-
going to make you a cold
Every day.
person
I'll
after
tell you
that?
something. In Fujairah, my dad was the first person to start an optical store, and it is until now. Every single other optical store available in Fujairah, Khorfakan, Kalba, Dibba, in the eastern region, all of them were my dad's employees. All of them did the exact same thing. Yes, at the beginning they are good people.
Same with
I
my
never say
grandfather.
they're not good people. Your
Yeah, in Al Ain as well,
grandparents,
he was the first
your
person to
grandparents
open.
have the same exact thing.
Exactly.
It's what happens after a while.
And also because we are working in a free market.
Exactly.
So you cannot stop somebody
You cannot.
from going to start a business. I mean, unless you have some agreement or clause where you say after 5 years, but even that,
With that
you'll
clause,
be,
they have
you'll
this.
be
So many
chasing, you'll be
loopholes.
chasing them.
It's competition,
But then
baby.
again,
So this
I-
is where
yeah.
the only thing I'll say with this is then you have, okay, so when you're doing a business in something like this, you then have to look at time frame. Some people do legacy businesses, meaning I'm doing this business and I want it to run even after I'm gone.
Exactly.
Then there's a businesses that are framed for
1 to
a
5
certain
years.
amount of time. After 2-3 years, somebody's gonna copy this, so I'm gonna milk it for 2-3 years and move on to something else. Or. So when you create some of these niche businesses, you do it in a way that even when, so think about some of our favorite restaurants that we keep going back to, despite there's other maybe sushi restaurants or other this happening. What are they doing that is why some of us keep returning? So that's the kind of the difference and the niche that you do. So someone will say, I'm only gonna do a garage for maybe luxury cars or for this or for that, or we're gonna have an app, or we're gonna make it easier for people to find us, pay us, do this, whatever. But the problem is you have to, that's the thing is you can't be stagnant. We have to keep reinventing. Something is not
Exactly.
working, drop
Updating,
it.
update it.
Something is working, move with it. Because at the same time, you cannot stop people.
So don't be basic.
No, that's why I said, in my personal opinion, is I would rather invest in something that is closer to my business because I understand it.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I would rather do this
get that.
than start something completely new that I
Because
have
that's
no
a
idea.
risk, you're higher risk than
Or,
risk, yeah.
or because you have trust issues.
No, it's a
Not
higher
about
risk.
trust
It's, a
issues.
high,
It's not
that's,
about
that's
trust
you
issues.
problem.
That's something that you have, Alan. Yeah, okay? That's something with you have.
But it's people do that. This is also why sometimes in some businesses, especially the ones that are more like family based, they don't share information. They make sure that the people below them never know anything that's
The trade
happening,
secrets, all that
never give them the knowledge to know more than them. And it's a protective thing. I do understand that.
I get that
So yeah, so they are doing it so that, because if you know you're going to do this, this, and this, and they may, so it's a risk. It's a risk.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest corporates right now. That's what they do. They keep their trade secrets for themselves.
Yeah.
And they lower people to do just their regular businesses. under them.
Yes.
Like KFC and stuff and all these, they have secret recipes and stuff. Obviously, they're not going to be spilling it out and that. But other than that, when you're saying you have to adapt to change, for example, when I started Dubai Lad, I was doing it for fun, having memes around it and stuff. And then all of a sudden, there's more pages in Dubai copying my concept. So in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm not a fan of that, but what can I do? So I kept on changing it. Every 6 months, every 3 months, I changed something new. And every 3 months after that, they copied my strategy
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
So I don't care if they're doing that.
'Cause
but
you ain't
have to-
basic.
we have to adapt to change. Like right now, I'm working behind the scenes on a lot of new projects with NFTs and crypto. After 3 months or 1 month of what I've done, they're going to do the same thing as me.
Yeah.
But I don't care because I'm already on the next step ahead.
Yes,
So
yes.
you have to be
Keep moving.
on it. Yeah.
Also, when people rip off your ideas, which happens all the time because we have such wonderful minds, if someone copies your idea and you had a strong vision with it,
It hurts.
it's not going to. What do you mean it hurts?
It
Like,
hurts.
Yeah,
When
well,
some-
of course it
yeah.
hurts, but I mean, like, if they're running it and it's not up to par of how it was when you were doing it, it's because it's not the same vision. It's not the
They're not
same
you.
product.
Alan,
Yeah.
I agree with you. What you say is right, but at the same time, when you're in it, it's different. Like, I'm just gonna go back. I exactly get what you say, but at the same time, if Ramsey's company, he's paying staff, he's doing everything. There's a lot of load on him.
Yes.
Business is very easy. To talk about business, it's very easy. Anyone, literally anyone, can sit here and talk about business and say starting a business is easy.
This is my issue, just to interrupt you, my issue with the whole idea now of people who are business coaches. Someone will come and tell you, you need to do this. They have Instagram pages. Then you ask them, so where's your the standing business that you have done?
That's his business.
And they're like,
courses.
and they're like, oh, I'm a business coach. No. But where
where's
is your
exactly.
business that you run from A to B? And then they can't
life
provide it. And for
coaches
me,
and that.
I won't use anybody as a business coach if they don't have a business.
That's
Because
one
that's a
thing
good
I was
call out.
saying.
I will not,
No, it
because
is.
I
There's a lot
want
of
to know.
scammers. There's a lot of scammers like this.
No, but they're using
they show
theory. They're using theory. They've
She's right.
studied.
But-
They've using theory. So you can go and study. Like I did have a master's in global business management, but it doesn't mean anything if I cannot apply it to actually doing a global business.
In my opinion, I feel like it's a scam because they don't even do what they do for a business. So their business is basically selling courses.
Yes.
So that's their business.
Yes.
But
Have they? I
but
wanna,
again,
It's not a scam because they've studied.
They've
this.
studied
Yeah, it's not a
it,
scam.
but
If
yeah.
they didn't study it completely, I'd agree it's a scam.
No.
But they took this as a course. I take a course of how to tell Ramsey to be a successful business. But where it's different is if they didn't take this course and it was they're just giving you random things, I would consider this as a scam.
They're running it's a business
It's a
for them.
business
But what
model.
I'm saying is for
Exactly.
what the question the people going for these things should ask is what I have asked sometimes when I've been like, well, so where's your blah, blah, blah? And they're not able to show me because there's studying about business and doing real business. Where in real business, there are some things that I've learned lessons that there's no one could have taught me this
Exactly.
lesson.
That's
Even
what,
if you
in my
told
opinion,
me
it's a
what
scam.
happened, I would
That's
tell
why
you,
I'm
oh, it's
saying
not
a
true.
scam from my opinion.
Yeah.
Or
she's talking.
or tips and things that you get, which you can only get from actually
Experience.
doing
Experience.
and failing.
And that's why I feel it's a scam because
know?
that person hasn't had the real experience to teach. Like uni and stuff. When you go to uni, they'll teach you this and this and this. When you go in the real world, it's completely different.
yeah.
So
So
like,
he's calling universities a scam?
I don't want to say that. Anyway, let's call that.
No,
Yeah.
You can't. You can't.
you don't need to cut anything out.
We'll cut you out.
It depends, okay,
just
so but
empty
it depends on what you feel you'll gain. If someone is saying that, if somebody feels that by just taking this course in university, I will have ultimate success, then it's the person's conception.
That's
But
what-
it's a
that's
tool.
you.
University is a tool
It's a
to help
tool.
you do this, do that, understand. But it's not going to make you
A billionaire.
A billionaire.
millionaire, whatever. Exactly.
You know,
it's how
yeah.
you use that tool that you
Yes.
studied.
Yes.
There's no way anyone can ever teach you experiences.
No,
Experience
that's
is
why
No,
it's
100%.
So,
You have to experience it yourself. But you can use the tools that you learn from wherever X, Y, Z to achieve your goal.
yes.
Like I'm kind of happy in a sense because I wanted to be a filmmaker and all that kind of stuff, and I'm happy that I didn't end up going to school for it. Only because I feel like when you're in an institution for creativity, and I'm not knocking it all, I'm just talking about from my experience and the way I think about things, having a curriculum to follow in creativity is kind of like it's a clash in a sense because why are you following what all these like really experienced educators in the fine arts are telling you when the whole point of creativity is also being original and not influenced, like it's your own voice. And so I didn't end up going to film school, and I ended up falling into a major which was fine arts cultural studies and a mass communications double major. And literally I'm doing this. Everything I've learned was so powerful because it's about the fine arts and learning about how all the different of the fine arts things can work together, interdisciplinary, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and so what I'm doing now in the UAE is actually what I went to university for.
Yes.
I'm looking at all of the different fine arts, and I'm looking at all of the different like economies and different stuff,
how to
and
merge
mixing and merging it all together
Two
as like tools.
Two
perfect.
things.
All right,
I
guys.
completely agree with you. Just one
It's-
last thing I have to say. No.
One last thing.
One, not everyone is like you. Yeah, you.
Yeah, duh!
Some people, it takes them more time, or they need that tool. The second thing, do you think if you went and studied that, you would have achieved this quicker?
Maybe, maybe not.
Exactly.
We don't. We will.
The-
We will never
Exactly.
know.
The thing that you learned in uni, or the thing that you would have learned the course, maybe would have made you achieve what you achieve now a bit quicker. Exactly what she said. It's a tool that how you use it to reach to where you
And it's
want
I
to.
have to disagree, but we'll talk about next episode. All right, guys, we're gonna move to the next segment.
She wanted to say something.
I was
Don't
just
cut
going to
her
say
off.
another good thing
Yes.
about just a university experience is meeting a diversity of people. Not necessarily in the classroom, but when you have different groups of people challenging you, sharing ideas. That's why for me I love education, and it doesn't have to be formal education. It doesn't mean you're sitting in a classroom studying something till your head explodes, but just learning, just learn. I think people should just learn. And what I love is about now is you can learn on YouTube, you can
Exactly.
learn on blah, blah, blah. You
Love
don't
it.
have to stay stupid anymore.
Yeah.
It's
And on
stupid a
that
bad
note,
word.
the universe said no to you, and thank you so much for watching. We're gonna actually close it now because, you know, I'm on that right
Bye.
See ya.
vibration.
Good
Take
night.
care,
Thank you.
lads of Dubai,
Thank you,
and thank you,
Grace.
You're
Grace.
Thank you so much,
welcome.
Grace.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody hear me. Everybody hear me now. We don't want more killings. Ooh, yeah. Tired of the killings that I'm seeing everywhere. We want peace. Ooh, yeah. So why are we fighting a holy war? Why are we creating religious boredom? For I know that the kingdom of God is at hand. There is one voice crying out in the wilderness, saying, there's nothing that we can fight in holy war. We just wasted all our souls in war, shedding all the innocent blood in war. This is more than we can bear. So where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? My brother, show me love like I show you love. Whether you be black or you be white, let's stay together. It no matter where you come from, just show some love. Let's stay together. We don't want more war. Embrace one another. Let's stay together. And let there be peace all around, all around. Let's stay together. Some say I be Christian. Some they claim they be Hindus. Some say I be Buddhist, jihadist, Islamist. Some of they claim they be Jewish. No matter the religion you do, just remember say Baba God what they do you do. He go do for you, he go pass and through. Just because I they shine, them say I do. Peace I know, I go the preacher. Until I go, then go hear them. That to live in peace. Live in peace, let's unite. Peace I know, I go the preacher. Until I go, then go hear that to live in peace is greater love than to be in peace. Whether you be black or you be white, let's stay together. It no matter where you come from, just show some love. Let's stay together. We don't want more war. Embrace one another. Let's stay together. And let there be peace all around, all around. Let's stay together. It's time for us to face reality. Whether you be black or you be white, we're walking through life like a journey where everybody go by one by one. And politically, they don't break us. Spiritually, we must wake up. The fighting for our right is our right. Standing for the fight is how we got. Whether you be black or you be white, let's stay together. It no matter where you come from, just show some love. Let's stay together. We don't want more war. Embrace one another. Let's stay together. And let there be peace all around, all around. Let's stay together. Everybody together. One love together. Everybody together. Let's live one love. Preacher, get up.
Challenge time, or shall I say losing time for Alan. Okay guys, this segment is my favorite part, and today we have Adam, our quiz master, and he's prepared some questions.
Yes. And what is it about today, Adam?
Okay, so today we got a very special quiz for everybody, which is all around female empowerment, all the greatest female achievers in history and today.
Are you mansplaining this quiz?
Well,
Let him.
I think it's
him,
only
You just mansplain them by actually interrupting him. So shut up and let him speak.
you'd have to be a woman in order for me to mansplain, right? But then I assumed your gender, so I think it's a trap either way.
Oh, you are so clever.
So let him have his speak,
You are
please.
so clever.
Yeah,
All right, Adam, it's your time to shine. Ignore him.
Okay.
Like you always do.
Yeah. So
You see how he agreed as well?
Just
Not
like,
for
yeah.
not
Yeah.
for a second. Yeah. He's
assumed.
like, yeah, I know,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's okay.
yeah. This is like the classic bullying Alan episode. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be the same system as before. Multiple choice. So you guys are going to have the 4 options. You have to hear me get all the way through D before you actually start shouting out letters. Yes. And we're going to change up the buzzer sound effects, or are we?
Yes,
I'm cha-ching.
definitely.
No, you're sorry.
No, you don't tell me what rules I make on myself.
He's gonna lose anyway, so let him
Exactly.
pick.
You know what? I'm not even going to say a
Just
buzzer.
tell
Go
your
ahead.
buzzer or whatever.
Go ahead.
Say it.
No,
Ladies
you're first.
You're the one who wanted not to
You know
change.
what?
Hey, ladies.
That's
You wanted
not-
to change,
That's
so you
also, you gotta remember.
Fine, I'm gonna do mine.
No. We have to correct somebody
Is
here.
that-
You can't say that.
Why can't I?
Ladies first. Are you trying to insult me? Because I'm not a lady, first of all. And by you saying ladies first, like, were you trying to insult me?
No.
I'm gonna call you
he's
out.
saying
man.
in the theme of
You know
the
we're gonna
episode.
cut this part, so you're just gonna.
Are we? Are we gonna cut it though?
You're just
Are we gonna
You
cut
know
this
what?
part?
Let's cut that part out and just show him getting angry. That's it. So he just mentally ill, just rah, gets angry.
Just like hard cut to like, hey Alan, how's it going?
Are you saying that? Are
You
you?
know what? That's exactly what's going to happen.
No, we're not.
Make your buzzer
All
sound,
right.
Alan.
Shh. That's my buzzer.
Not again.
Hey!
I like it.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Okay.
I'm not again. Carry on.
All right.
Mine is normal. Yours is shh, 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 shh. Exactly.
He learned from last time. He went with one syllable. Just
And you clearly didn't learn from last time. Moving on.
I won.
Did he?
Yes.
We won. What
yeah,
is this?
we won.
with
What
the
is
double or
this?
nothing. Yeah, there was a tie.
Yeah,
there was
we
a tie.
won.
We had a tie. Okay, let's go right into it. Okay. So question number 1. 1903. Okay, Marie Curie was the first woman awarded a Nobel Prize for her incredible work in what? Okay, we got A, radiation, B, conservation, C, purification, D, teleportation.
Hey!
A.
Radiation, you got it. He just says letters.
I swear to God.
Okay, what was the girl's name? The female's name?
Mary
Curie.
Curie.
Yeah,
Mary
there you go.
Curie.
Well, it doesn't matter. You got it right. Let's move on, please.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Alan, that was on my
Actually,
side.
and was fast on the cha-ching too. Okay, next one. What incredibly brave thing did activist Rosa Parks do in 1955 to spark the civil rights movement? A, refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white person. B, protested at the University of Alabama. C, organized the March on Washington. D, gave an address at the Lincoln Memorial.
Hey!
Actually, it was me.
No, it was, I was listening.
But he said he prematurely said his voice.
Sometimes people are premature. It's, you know, it's a
Exactly.
condition.
At least I got the point on him. So
Oh yeah.
Be happy.
Yes.
Sorry, what was the answer?
A.
You're right.
Yes. Well done, Ramsey. Well done.
Good job.
Well done, Ramsey.
It would have been bad to get that one wrong.
Yeah, imagine.
Well done, Ramsey. Well done.
Okay. Which famous founder of modern nursing was nicknamed the Lady with the Lamp? Okay. A, Annie Nightingale. B, Florence Nightingale. C, Mother Teresa. D, Lady Dynamite.
Hey!
It sounded like you.
D.
No.
Hey! B.
Florence Nightingale. You got her.
Yes.
Nice steal. All right.
I had no idea. Do you actually know?
I hope I have someone keeping score.
Oh yeah.
We
One.
All right.
Let's
all right.
not do that though for editing purposes.
Yeah,
It's a
for- okay,
nightmare.
all right,
So
got
let's
it.
just
Just leave it in my
leave it in your
All
heads.
right. Which gifted mathematician who lived between 1855 to 1852 is considered to be the world's first computer programmer? A, Anita Borg. B, Ada Lovelace. C, Elizabeth Finlay. And D, Hedy Lamarr.
Hey!
You were, I think you were just louder.
C.
C, no.
D.
No.
B.
Yes.
Process of elimination.
I mean,
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Ramsey, well done. Well done.
Ada Lovelace. Ada Lovelace. Okay.
Well done.
All right. This
I
is
wouldn't
one.
even guess that.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't have known some of these, but this one I would have known because it's my favorite book. So, who wrote the famous book Frankenstein?
Oh.
I gotta talk.
Okay.
A. Mary Pickford. B. Mary Shelley. C. Mary Blige. D. Mary Tyler Moore.
B.
Yes, Mary Shelley. You got it.
I'm happy for you to get it, bro. I'm happy. Listen, if you get the point, I'll be happy. I don't care.
God, Alan's face is priceless.
Okay. What did the British warrior queen Boudica famously do? A. The Harlem Shake.
Yes.
B. Was the first woman to climb Ben Nevis. C. Led revolts against Roman rule. Or 3. Threw a turnip at Emperor Hadrian. That was you.
Throw a turnip.
Nope.
Hey!
Yep.
The C one.
Revolts.
Yes.
Yes, you got it. The C one. You got it. Got the point. That's all that matters. All right.
Why are you bursting now?
Okay. Amelia Earhart, the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean, disappeared while flying around this year. Okay. So you got A, 1937, B, 1949, C, 1955, or D, 1961.
B, because you said it twice. You said B twice. I'm guessing B.
No, it's not B.
Hey,
Yeah, it's 1937.
early times, I remember.
Okay.
It's fine. You got a point.
All right. You got to be like ready on the trigger for this one. Who was the final ruler of Egypt's Ptolemaic dynasty? Okay, we got A, Cleopatra, B, Komichacha, C, Sumatra, or D, Sinatra.
I said it first.
You were early.
He was early as well.
Hey,
No, but
hey.
you went right up in
If
between.
I get this,
Hey,
if I don't
hey,
get this
hey,
right,
hey.
oh god.
Cleopatra, yeah. But you felt like you wanted this one so
I
bad.
know, man. Come on, Cleopatra, man.
He said it
But my
early.
fiance keeps on talking about Cleopatra. That's why I need to get this answer right. I need to
Yeah,
get it
but
right.
you got it wrong.
You lose it still.
Okay.
No, not really.
Okay, which French military leader and strategist led an army aged only 16 years old? Okay. A, Joan of Versailles, B, Joan of Arc, C, Joan of Sark, or D, Joan of Thorpe Park.
Fish!
That was
It
you.
was him, it was
yeah,
B.
yeah, right?
B.
B, Joan of Arc, you're right. Yeah, that's correct. And it
Well,
didn't,
how many points are you?
We're not doing that because of editing purposes, and I'll tell you when I finish.
So how the room's gone silent?
That's what
He's
she
winning.
I
now.
don't care.
He's winning.
Let's go.
He's winning at Hassan. Hassan, he's winning.
I don't know the answers.
What movement did Kenyan environmental activist Wangari Maathai found, and apologies if I mispronounced that, A, very Canadian, Green Shoe Movement, B, Green Sock Movement, C, Green Belt Movement, or D, Green Scarf Movement?
Scarf. D.
No.
Belt.
Yes. Green Belt Movement. Okay, which controversial novelist was an influential founder of this literary group, the Bloomsbury Group? A, Virginia Woolf, B, Helen Fielding, C, Katie Price, D, Annie Braun.
Fish!
Yeah.
A.
It's like, hey, you're right. You got it. Okay.
I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna keep it professional and cool. 'Cause
Keep it cool?
I am a feminist.
I'm a loser.
You're showing the first part. I don't know about the second part, but you're showing the first part so far. Okay, who is Mexico's most famous female artist? A, Leonora Siqueiros, B, Frida Kahlo, C, Minerva Cuevas, or D, Elizabeth Jordan?
A.
No.
Hey!
B.
Frida Kahlo?
Yes!
You knew this one?
Well done, Ramsey. Well done. I believe in you. I believe in you.
All right. Okay, next up. Okay, what did French feminist Simone de Beauvoir famously say?
You're Canadian too. Shame on you.
A,
Don't shade at him.
one is not,
Just 'cause.
one is born but becomes a woman. So one is not born but becomes a woman. B, man, I feel like a woman. C, a bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Okay. Or D, just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life.
Fish!
That was close. I think it was you.
D.
No.
C, because it was long.
No. That's what I would have done.
You have to skip 50.
B.
You said A. You said A.
No, he's saying A.
Oh. Oh, well, if you said it
It's not
twice,
O.
it's A.
But you went with B, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can we go back? so
quiz
much
master
time
doesn't
has
even know the
passed. Yes, you got it. Yeah. No, wait, no, you didn't.
Guys, please make sure you had that.
No, you didn't. Yeah, B was Man, I Feel Like a Woman. I think that's a commercial or a song. No, that's a
Oh,
song.
I didn't
It's a
hear
song,
it.
it's a
I
song,
didn't
it's a
hear the
song.
answers properly.
no
my
worries.
bad.
You have 50-50 chance, and you still lost.
Well, I was gonna ask him to repeat the answers.
Well, we
but-
can't do that because last time you said I can't do that. So carry on.
Pride and Prejudice was written by which famous author? A. J.K. Rowling, B. Jane Austen, C. Virginia Woolf, or D. Agatha Christie? Yeah.
C, because you said that name twice.
No.
Hey!
Jane Austen.
Yep. He knows his stuff. I'm impressed. Okay, all right. Which of the following is a seminal 1980s hip hop act?
If you get this wrong, oh my
Why? Why?
Because
No, hold on.
'Cause it's
Why?
your element.
because you're like music.
It's your element. Music is your element. You should know this.
And what was the question again?
1980s hip hop act.
Okay.
What's
Oh,
wrong?
why?
No.
Why are you so jumpy today?
Yo, this is a special month.
wants
It's
to-
Black History Month.
He wants to cancel you before the.
He can't. He
episode
can never
ends.
cancel me.
He can't count.
Not
he
in
cancels
this
himself.
country.
Exactly. Yes. It's my country, baby. It's my country.
I can't cancel you in this country.
Yeah, he could cancel you probably.
Alan, do you like your visa? Do you like it?
Okay, A. Shake and vac. B. Salt and pepper. C. Chips and gravy. Or D. Bangers and mash.
It was Alan. It was Alan.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah, you got it.
It was Alan.
And
course
he
I
said,
know that
he
one.
said salt and pepper, like pepper, with the hard R. Okay, all right. I was disappointed a little bit. Salt and pepper.
So, do you take a point off him?
It
No.
feels like you should lose. Like
What?
but-
Yo, don't.
I said it feels
And
like. It
he
feels
did
like.
throw shade at you.
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
All right. The shade is for after the show. After the show. Okay, these 5 now are all modern questions. So it's about modern businesswomen CEOs. All right. Ruth Porat is the CFO and Senior Vice President of A. Alphabet Inc., which is basically Google, B. Meta, Facebook, C. TikTok, or D. Snapchat.
C?
No,
A.
you got it. Yeah, Alphabet Inc. Next one.
Is that a dragon?
What was her name? What was her name?
We're moving on now.
You
Judith
said the
McKenna
SH word.
is the president and CEO of
Who?
Judith
McKenna.
McKenna.
Okay.
President and CEO of Sam's Club, A. B. Costco, C. Walmart, D. Amazon.
It was him.
Costco.
No.
I was
D?
just waiting to see.
Amazon, no.
A?
No, it was Walmart, guys. Walmart.
Where's Walmart in Dubai? I don't know Walmart.
Exactly. Do we have it? We don't have it here.
No, there's no
Maybe-
Walmart here.
Oh, there is one, but it's a duplicate one. It's like a fake one, remember?
We do? We have a fake Walmart
A fake
here?
Walmart?
There's a fake Walmart
There's a
like
fake
in
Walmart
near
somewhere,
past
definitely.
Emirates Mall.
All right. What's it called?
Seriously?
Walmart.
With like WOL
I
or
don't know
something?
how it's spelled,
Oh,
but
okay. All right.
it looks bad.
They don't get in trouble.
Well, that's not my problem. What is that?
Virginia Rometty is the president and CEO of A. HP, B. Dell, C. IBM, or D. Sony.
Sony.
No.
Dell.
Dell.
No.
Okay, well, yeah. Hey!
Oh, you said
no,
No, but
no.
he actually buzzed. You didn't buzz.
Hey!
Okay? You got 2
IBM.
options. Yes. Got it. Lucky.
Last time I shouted the answer, oh, you didn't let me answer the
I
question.
don't care. It's not to you.
Remember?
Problem.
Yeah, actually, I
So,
do.
you know,
No, that's a you problem.
did we not let me get a point because I
No,
shouted
he
out the
decides.
answer?
He decides.
I don't know. The pointing is like.
He decides. he is a decision maker.
Okay,
The
sure.
almighty Adam.
Yeah, so you buzzed,
Now?
you buzzed,
After
and then
this-
you had like a 50-50, so you got it.
Thank
got
you.
it, You got it. All right. Okay, Mary Barra, if I'm pronouncing that right, is the chairman and CEO of A. Ford, B. Jaguar, C. General Motors, or D. Nissan.
General Motors.
You got it.
I knew that.
Okay. And this is the last
It's
question.
cars. I have to know cars.
Well, you don't know anything. Moving on.
This is the last one, all right? How much is Francois Betancourt Myers, the owner of L'Oreal and richest woman in the world?
I thought it was Oprah.
No.
Really?
Richest woman in the world, how much is she worth? Okay, I'm going to give you 4 figures.
Okay.
All right?
Can I
It's
get
final
no points
question.
if I don't answer? Okay, never mind.
All right. A, 13.2 billion. B, 32.4 billion. C, 82.5 billion. Or D, 113 billion. You were first.
B.
No.
C.
Yes. $82.5 billion is the richest woman in the
L'Oreal
world.
is one of the biggest companies.
Is that the last question?
That is the last one.
So he won.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
You
He
think he
definitely got
scored?
the most points. Unless I'm wrong.
No. How many did he get?
I don't know.
He knows how much he got.
I'm
I
not
already
counting.
know. No, don't get it. Down.
I'm
How
not
much did he get?
counting. It doesn't matter because the scoreboard is here. Wherever
scoreboard
it
is there.
is.
Listen.
So I
Do you wanna have a double-
Wait.
Oh, no, we're not
We need to
drawing.
do the tradition.
need
Tradition. Walk off the stage. Walk off. You lost.
Oh, no, I'm gonna not be insecure this time.
No, I think you
And,
proved
like,
that
own
you're
it.
the
I did-
true feminist of the stage, and we have a fake one.
Actually, no. No. No.
No. Quiz master. Remember, he said anything he says is right.
Exactly! You said the almighty
shut up.
Adam! The almighty quizmaster. No. We love Alan. Alan.
And I did pretty good in this quiz.
You did. I was
Guys,
last.
one thing I
was
want to
last.
say, I'm very happy that Alan broke Grace today. I knew it was the first time we brought a female on board, and thank you very much for that. That's the win for today.
You're
but
welcome.
You still lost the game.
Yeah.
So,
But in life, I really won.
yeah, that's what losers say.
How did you win in life really today?
Because I
and
brought
your
female
newspaper
empowerment
jacket?
to the episode.
Oh, yeah,
We
you
are lads of Dubai, and I am a feminist, and I love women out there.
And I am a loser.
And I want you women to be inspired from our show, even though it sounds like we're mansplaining, but we're not.
True.
We're
Well
mastering
done.
And
right
apologies to Salt and Pepper.
Close, done.
Beautiful Adelina.
Sweet riddance.
Rejected me, and I was begging for forgiveness.
Yeah. My Adelina, yeah. I will love you forever. My baby girl, see, I've been searching all around for you to make it true. I try to reach you out on your phone, SMS to your cell phones ain't going through. Cause without you, my life around you seeming true. So take mine, my baby, cause I'm in love with you. I know I may have hurt you so much badly, and I know I can make it true to you someday, yeah. You see my cry, come take away all my tears, sister. See me as I day, yeah. I don't know why. Why you have to go? Why you have to leave? Oh, come take away all my pain. Oh, why you have to go? Why you have to go away? Please come back to me, cause I'm in love with you. Oh, Adelina, Tete Wale, Mama Sita, you are the one for me. Adelina, Tete Wale, Mama Sita, you are the one for me. Olomi, girl, tell me why you do me so. If I me, you make my heart to go bang bang, pretty bang bang. Oh, why did you have to find another brother? Why you they do me so? Na na na. Why you have to go? Why you have to leave? Oh. Come take away all my pain, no. My fine girl, oh, go be my wife, cause you too jealous, no tire. My fine girl, oh, come take away the spell, oh. Adelina, Tete Wale, Mama Sita, you are the one for me. Adelina, Tete Wale, Mama Sita, you are the one for me. you, to love you forever now. And me and you together, yeah. To love you, to be with you evermore. I promise I will never offend you.